What's up, Rad family? Welcome back to the channel. I'm Graham, back with another video. And today we're going to delve into commercials that ingrained phrases in our brain that we may still use to this day. So I'm using me as an example. Things that I say, some of them are kind of goofy, that are literally from commercials back in the 70s and 80s that I'm pretty sure most of you guys remember. Um, there are, some catchphrases in commercials nowadays that I like, that I use. I think, what is it? Arby's, we've got the meats, or we have the meats, or something like that. So that's kind of what I'm talking about. And I have a feeling something like that will be around for many, many years to come. And that's exactly what I'm talking about today. So I thought back, and literally some of these I say on a weekly basis. Is kind of crazy. That these were things that I saw as a kid, that you saw as a kid in the 70s and all the way through the 80s. And I'm pretty sure in some small way you do it too. So we got to start off with the classic.
Time to make the donuts. Dunkin Donuts are always fresh. I made the donuts. We make them at least twice every day. Time to make the donuts. Not a few kinds, like supermarket. Made the donuts. Time to make the donuts. But up to 52 varieties. The donuts. Time to make the donuts. I made the donuts. Dunkin Donuts, up to 52 varieties, fresh day and night. No supermarket can say.
I literally use this phrase on a weekly basis, not necessarily when I get out of bed, but if I have to do a project for work or do a YouTube video and sit down and prepare for that, and get everything set up, it's time to make the donuts. How many of you guys say that comment? Drop a comment below and let me know. Moving on.
The day's looking new and bright, and you're gonna start it right. Folgers starting to brew, the aroma's calling you. The best part of waking up is Folgers in your cup.
Mornings are brighter with mountain-grown Folgers because mountain-grown coffee has more enticing aroma than any other kind.
The best part of waking up is Folgers in your cup.
It's funny, it's making me thirsty for a cup of coffee right now. The funny thing is not that I necessarily say the phrase, the best part of waking up is Folgers in my cup, but funny enough, I drink Folgers. That's the coffee that I buy at the store. Now, sorry for all you coffee snobs. I do buy some good coffee from time to time, but I don't buy it consistently. When my wife and I were down in Cancun a few weeks back, we found out the coffee they were using down there, which we really like, I think Cavavir or something like that. We ordered it on Amazon. Really good, but it's like $25 a bag, and I can go get a big old can of Folgers for about $13. That lasts me a few weeks. So I'm trying to remember what was the one that, and I tried to find it when I was doing research for this video, but the what coffee was that? I can't seem to find it. I don't know if it was Sanka. I thought it was Maxwell House, but all of the commercials I pulled up, just they didn't have that. So if you remember, I know I might have butchered the little tune, but if you remember what that coffee was, drop a comment below because I would like to know actually. So yeah, moving on from Folgers. I know that a lot of people will remember this, especially the ladies. This is a phrase that I still use today, although I don't have a bathtub and I don't say it when I'm about to take a bath. But for whatever reason, it's just one of those phrases that I'll blurt out from time to time. You let me know.
The traffic.
I can't read
The boss. The baby. The dog. That does it. Calgon, take me away.
Lose your cares in the luxury of a Calgon bath. Calgon softens the water to leave skin feeling silky smooth as it lifts your spirits. The soft, luxurious, fragrant world of Calgon.
I love it.
Pamper yourself with a Calgon bath. Lose yourself in luxury.
Damn, I wish I had a tub like that, right? Calgon, take me away. Isn't Calgon the ones that also did the one commercial? I saw it on YouTube a long time ago, and now it's been labeled a racist commercial. But wasn't Calgon the same one that also had Ancient Chinese Secret? I don't think it's a racist commercial, by the way, but that's what it's 2024, so that's what they label it as. But it was Calgon, right? So they had the Calgon bath soap, and then they had the laundry detergent. Drop a comment and let me know. Moving on to the next one. This is definitely one that I still say all the time, from time to time during the summer when I'm hot. And you'd be surprised how many people still know it. However, when I say it in front of younger kids, of course, none of these slogans were around for Gen Z. Some older millennials and probably middle-aged millennials. But it's something that I have fun explaining to the younger generation that has never heard of it before. Let me know if you still say this one.
When the heat is hard to take, cool it down and take a break. Take the Nestl Punch. Take the Nestl Punch. Take the Nestl Punch.
Only Nestle's unique blend makes iced tea this refreshing.
Take the Nestl Punch.
Available and naturally decaffeinated.
Take the Nestl Plunge. Is Nestl even around anymore? Man, that shit was so popular back in the day. It was like that was what we had for a cold drink. And then our moms, while they were reading their Harlequin romances, were drinking International Delight coffee, right? Or the little cafe stuff. Remember that? But we always had a tub of that and Tang. And then my mom would have her little coffee stuff. I already forgot what I called it just a minute ago, but I still say that statement, the Nestl Plunge. Of course, when I'm around people my age, they know it. We remember it. Still think it's a great commercial. Moving on to another one. Now, I never knew what this was as a kid. I didn't really pay much attention to it, what it was. But I still use this term. I find myself singing the song for whatever moment comes up that makes me think of that about working. Literally just made bacon for breakfast this morning. So if you already know what I'm thinking, we'll see if you're right. But who remembers, your moms especially, running around and singing this song when you were a kid?
I can put the wash on the line, feed the kids, get dressed, pass out the kisses, and get to work by 5 and 9. 'Cause I'm a woman, Anjali.
Give her Anjali, the 8-hour perfume for the 24-hour woman.
I can bring home the bacon, Anjali. Fry it up in a pan, Anjali. And never, never, never let you forget you're a man. 'Cause I'm a woman.
Anjali, the 8-hour perfume for your 24-hour woman.
That's probably the best commercial of all, especially looking at it now. Of course, it will be labeled sexist. However, you have a hot wife, she works, she makes money, and by the time you get home, she's still cooking for you. Like, I'm sorry, but hey, that's a good commercial. I can bring home the bacon and I can fry it up in the pan. So, hey, more power to you. But once again, a song, a jingle that I remember my mom sung all the time. Obviously, as a 8 or 9 year old, I didn't really get it. As an adult now, I do it. And from time to time, like I said, I find myself not singing the whole jingle, but I can bring home the bacon and fry it up in a pan. And this is a fun one for me too. This next one, being not from San Antonio, but being in San Antonio since 1997. I was around when this company was still there. As a matter of fact, when I make calls in San Antonio, I drive by the original plant that was there. That, of course, was closed down. So it's sad to see it go. But let's see if you remember saying this catchphrase.
Daryl, more pecani sauce.
Here you go.
This ain't Pace pecani sauce.
So?
Pace is made with fresh vegetables and spices by folks in San Antonio who know what pecani sauce should taste like. This stuff's made in New York City.
New York City! That really
City chaps my hide.
Pick up the original.
Pick up the pace.
New York City. That was a big catchphrase at the time. I still say to this day, just if something comes up, right? Like if we're looking at something, some manufacturer, some product that's made in New York City, that is the first thing that comes out of my mouth. And surprisingly, a lot of the other people that I'm around, New York City. Funny thing is I think Pace Picante sauce actually sold to a company out of New York. That's the ironic thing about it. Salsa, of course, with all of these chefs and cooks, there's a range and a variety of salsa all over the market. However, there's brands like store brands that still make it just like Pace. And I don't know, there's just something about it that I love the flavor. I don't need it to be super authentic, but there's just something about Pace Picante that I love as a flavor. It's kind of like I like Taco Bell, but I will never call Taco Bell Mexican food because it's really not. It's just Taco Bell. But again, great phrase that here 30 years later, I am still using. And then getting closer to the end, this one, from time to time, I'll still say it if I'm about to ask somebody if they have something in particular. Again, love doing it to people who are so young, they don't know what it is. If you know, it was parodied in Wayne's World as well. So let's check this one out.
The finer things in life. Happily, some are affordable, like Grey Poupon Dijon mustard. Grey Poupon is so fine, it's even made with white wine. Its original French Dijon recipe adds distinctive flavor to beef, pork, and poultry, salad dressing and sauces, and of course, sandwiches. So enjoy one of life's finer pleasures.
Pardon me, would you have any Grey Poupon?
But of course. Grey Poupon. It even has wine.
The funny thing is I have a friend that does drive a Rolls Royce, and that would be so funny to pull up next to him, especially in my little Scion, and say, "Pardon me, do you have any Grey Poupon?" You notice how in the commercial they mentioned it's made with wine twice, almost like it was being pitched to at-home moms, like the wine was just going to make it taste that much better or give you a little buzz. I don't know, but that is a great commercial that sticks in my mind, a great phrase. Again, I think that still exists. I think I see it in the stores. And then last but not least, I gotta end it off with these, and there's just a plethora of these amazing beer commercials that existed in the 80s of people hunting and fishing, being outdoors, and then popping a cold beer around a campfire. Seeing that as a kid, it literally does make drinking look fun. A lot of the commercials nowadays, I don't know, their beer commercials are just kind of dumb. And I get the whole Ultra thing. I drink Ultra at times. Most of the time I drink Kona, but it's just interesting that there's people working out, like literally they just got done jogging and then they're going to pop a beer. I don't know. It just doesn't have the same vibe to me as, like, hey, how many of you guys go and mow the lawn, you get hot and sweaty, and then you can come in and you could pop a beer. It's like that is the most refreshing beer that you'll have is after you've mowed the lawn or been outside or done something like that. Now, those of you might say, well, isn't that the same? If you work out, you're tired, you're sweaty, and yes. However, I'm not going to work out to try to be healthy and burn calories to then go and fill my body up with calories from alcohol. So anyway, that's just me. Maybe y'all are different. So we're going to end it off with this. So I do from time to time drink this beer. It was my dad's beer. He drank quite a bit of it a day. But it's still a phrase that I use to my wife when I'm like, hey, let's go hit the bar. Let's go hit the country club and sit down and have a drink.
Hey, there's only one thing better than success, and that's enjoying it.
Welcome to Miller Time. It's all yours and it's all mine. Bring your thirsty self right here. The rich, smooth taste of Miller beer. Miller beer is what you have in mind. Welcome to Miller Time.
Welcome to the rich, smooth taste of Miller High Life.
See how those commercials were? They show you working hard, getting with your boys, going out and having a beer, and then picking up a chick, man. Gotta love it. Gotta love it. So, what were some of the commercials from back in the day that you find yourself still using some of the slogans from those um, videos? I'm sorry, from those commercials, and then let me know. Drop your comment below if I didn't include it in this video. I was about to end this video, but I skipped over the main one. So maybe I'll have to do a little bit of editing. Maybe not. I do use this a lot, like especially if I go and order a ribeye at a restaurant or a piece of beef or a burger at a restaurant, and it's a little bit smaller than I thought it would be. You obviously already know what I'm going to say. Check it out.
It certainly is a big bun. It's a very big bun. Big fluffy bun. It's a very big fluffy bun.
Where's the beef? Some hamburger places give you a lot less beef on a lot of bun.
Where's the beef?
At Wendy's, we serve a hamburger we modestly call a single. And Wendy's single has more beef than the Whopper or Big Mac. At Wendy's, you get more beef and less bun.
Hey, where's the beef? I don't think there's anybody back there.
You want something better. You're Wendy's kind of people.
I think that one was the very first one that she did, because in the ones after that, it's pretty much just her, and she's really yelling, "Where's the beef?" So yes, I still do use that phrase to this day. Like I said, if I go to a restaurant and I'm expecting a nice 12-ounce ribeye and it comes to me looking like an 8-ounce ribeye, hey, where's the beef? Where the is the beef? Especially if I'm paying $30 for this steak. But a great commercial. Those, I say that one and the Dunkin Donuts one are the ones that stick out to me the most. But again, you let me know in the comments section which one was your favorite, which one you still say to this day, and maybe I can make a part 2, including some of your comments. So with that said, if you're still here, I thank you. Consider liking the video, subscribing to my channel, and hitting that bell notification so you can be notified of future awesome videos that I put up. And with that said, I thank you for watching, and we'll catch you on the next video. Thank you.